Good morning everyone and welcome to Bellingham in Northumberland in the north of England. Last night I stayed at the Sheepdogs Hotel, which was actually a great little hotel. The bed was really soft, it had a bath, a huge breakfast this morning. I've had a full English. So where am I walking today? Well, as soon as I find the Pennine way, I am going to go and walk to Byrness. This is just under 15 miles today. I think I'm on the right path. It's just that sometimes when you're in a town and there's all these little streets, you're not entirely sure where to go. That is an English tea room set in an old carriage of the train. Well, I'm heading out of town now and I've not seen a Pennine Way sign yet. I think I'm on the right road. I mean, 9 times out of 10 my gut feelings work out, so I think I'm going to keep on heading up. So Byrness, 14.25 miles. Well, I was on the right path. You had to walk up the road to get to the top, just like to get into Bellingham you have to walk on the other road on the south side of the river. Okay, so here's a shot of Bellingham, past Bellingham. I'm going to get stampeded to death by sheep. I always knew I'd die this way. Guard dog's doing a great job. Well, sheepdog, not guard dog. Those two of them working together. Going the wrong way now. It's great how they still use dogs to round sheep like this. I always find it fascinating to watch how well trained they are. All safely penned. Those 3 dogs there, all working together really well. I'm going to go through a campfield. Joy. One of my least favourite things. I can see the Pennine Way signpost just over there, but it's surrounded by cows, so I'm skirting around them. Cows can be unpredictable. As you can see, I'm going to be going on to moorland again soon. I think it's right after this fence. Yep, this is open access moorland. Some grazing sheep. Well, there's the Pennine Way, or the alternative Pennine Way. Even though I do quite like some alternative things, I'm probably going to stick to the actual Pennine Way. Well, I've made a bit of elevation, not a great deal, but I do enjoy walking through heather, especially at this time of year, because as you can see, it does form such a wonderful blanket. Heather moorlands and peat bogs is not unique to Britain, but we do have a lot of the world supply, and it's one of the things people travel to see. And hopefully they'll get out and walk through it. Either I've ended up on the lower path again somehow, or the Pennine Way didn't even go over those rocks. There's quite a wind blowing over the hills, blowing straight into me. I don't mind rain or snow or heat, but wind really annoys me because it's hard to film in the wind. And that's the bad thing about these hills. You're very exposed to the wind, rain, snow, heat. Heather doesn't provide any shelter at all. Today I only have to deal with the wind. Well, the wind definitely lessened down here. It's still not perfect, but it's better than it was up on top. I'm just going to walk along these stones, keeping me out of this bog, up to the hill. Well, I'm on the slope of Padon Hill. It's got its name from a Presbyterian minister, Padon, who, during the reign of King Charles II, when the Scottish people and other non-conformists had been oppressed, used to have congregations in places like these hills, and as a sign of people's contempt and defiance, they would carry a stone and place it on top to build a cairn. Now it's got replaced during the beginning of last century with a proper stone monument. Looking back at Padon Hill, I can now see the monument from the Morris and Bell family all the way over there. Not too bad a climb. I've been going up this path. I think it continues going up this side of the fence. And then should be turning left somewhere at the top and heading into these trees, which is going to be nice because even now they're shielding me from the wind. It's about 11:30 in the afternoon and I've been going for 3 hours now. I've been going at quite a good pace, so I am going to get there early. I know I wanted to take a slow day, but when you're in the wind you just keep your head down and keep going, so now I'm out of the wind I might take a few more breaks. Just heading down towards the trees now. I've done the climb. Now get a nice reward of downhill though. It is going through fairly muddy ground. It's not too deep though, so I'm not getting wet socks. A day without wet socks is a good day on the Pennine Way. There are far too many days where you have to wring your socks out. Well, happily squelching along next to the trees now. There must be a fire break in the trees. The ground's very spongy and it's holding a lot of water. Well, it's not too bad. It's not slowing me down a great deal, but I'm not really trying to go fast anyway. Oh, is that a bit of dry ground? Yeah, that's nice. Well, it's 12:30 and I've done 9 3/4 miles. So that's 4 hours. Well, over 2 miles an hour, so that's what I was aiming for today. This could be a nice place to stop and eat my lunch since it is 12:30. I've been really struggling to find places to sit down. I usually like to sit down now and then, but it's either been boggy or barren with no rocks, and so I might just sit down on this road. Actually, I've got 5 miles to Byrness and it's 12:30. I'm in deep danger of getting there at 2:30 if I just trundle down this road. It would be nice to get in early, but I feel like I'm missing out on something, but really I'm not, because today is just walking through the forest the last few miles. And mainly it's on a forest road, it's not even along a path. Hey little buddy. Well, this is definitely slowing me down, walking through ferns. That's not very good at all. Walk through this. Oop, stinging nettles, and I'm wearing shorts. Ah. Oh well, I'll get over it. More nettles. Ouch, ouch. Ah! Right underneath. Oh, at least this bit's trodden down a bit. Why can't we just follow the road? The road was fun, the road was easy. Now we're covered in flies and nettles. Ooh, it's a car. It's a logging truck. I've actually seen a logging truck for the first time. Just let's go past me. Long. Make sure there's no more trucks behind. Nope. Like I said, this is a working forest. They are harvesting trees. Behind those hills in the distance will be Scotland. Not too far away from the border now. So I'll not be going there today. I'm still in England. So these are the border forests. It was pleasant walking through the trees. I'm not sure, but I think this is still Northumberland National Park. Not seen any National Park Authority signs for a while. They explore Byrness village, though there's not a lot there. There used to be more, but now there's not. When the forests were planted, the village was built and needed accommodation for a lot of people. When you're just waiting for trees to grow so you can cut them down, you don't need as many people, so a lot of the village went away. And one of the reasons why there weren't that many houses here in the first place is that the borders between England and Scotland were quite rough. There was lots of skirmishes for hundreds of years, and at one point there was a 20-mile zone south of the border where basically you had to be defensive against the Scots. You had to build ditches, make defensive structures, and the smaller farmsteads had to make their roofs out of cheaper material so that when the Scots came and burnt things down, they were easy to rebuild. So because of the slaughter here, with farmsteads continually being burnt down, it didn't really become settled and didn't become populated. The farms didn't become as widespread as they are throughout the rest of England. It was always slowed by the border friction. Not too far away, there was a battle near Otterburn. It's a village. Might be able to see it from one of the hills, but won't be able to see it today. And the Earl of Douglas and a Northumbrian lordson called Harry Hotspur had a battle. So I'm not sure what the Scots were doing in England, but the Earl of Douglas was killed and Harry Hotspur was taken captive and had to be ransomed back. But then, I think it was 14 years later, Harry Hotspur fought the Scots again, but this time he used Welsh longbow archers, and he just slaughtered the Scots. Well, that's where the Pennine Way heads on up, but I'm not going any further today along the Pennine Way. I'm just going to head into Byrness village. And here's Byrness, and I'm staying at the Forest View Inn and Restaurant. Well, here I am at the Forest View Walkers Inn. This is where I'm staying for the night. So I've got my bed, shower around the corner, I've got a socket for the phone charger. So I've had a good day, really fast. Did that 15 miles in, didn't feel like 15 miles. So it's always nice to have a day when you feel fit and fast. So until next time, thank you for watching.